Hello and welcome to Audio Gyan. This week, voicing as a career option, Gyan Gyan with Sandeep Karnik. After dabbling with various aspects of performing arts, he made his name and fame in the field of voicing. Sandeep has done countless characters in his past 18 years of career. Currently, he's the channel voice for Colors TV for past 3 years and has also worked in Star Prava and IBM Lokmat as a channel voice. Hi Sandeep, welcome to Audio Gyan. Hey, so the first thing which I wanted to ask you is what is voicing, what is dubbing, uh, what are these aspects of voicing and voicing industry?
Thanks, Kedar. Basically, expressing your thoughts in nicely worded script with correct tonality is voicing, according to me. Now, converting this voicing into some kind of an career, then you can talk about dubbing, recording, playback, or you have used a word which is called what is dubbing for animation.
Yeah.
I will put dubbing and animation two in one basket.
Okay.
Okay. Playback is another basket. You talk about a particular character, you make your sound like that character, but what you cannot forget is there is a character which is speaking dialogue which has got meaning, and those dialogues would have expressions.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if at all there is a character called Mickey Mouse, now a person like me who has got a very bassy voice, okay, would want to do a Mickey Mouse would definitely have to modulate his voice for that character. And he would say, "Oh boy, my name is Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. What's your name? You go to school? Oh, how nice." Now, this is the voice of a Mickey Mouse,
Okay.
which was approved by Ben of Disney. Now, this is what is not really required to that extent while you are dubbing the real characters.
Okay.
In dubbing, when you talk about dubbing in two different major sectors, I would say it is a multilingual dubbing, which is from four languages down south and all the foreign languages getting dubbed into Indian languages.
Okay.
Okay. And the live films.
Correct.
Okay. In the translated sector, you still have to just match the figure.
Okay.
Original voice is not known to the audience.
Yeah.
Okay. You would not know actually how Will Smith is going to really sound. All throughout the film, he's been dubbed by somebody else from Hindi or Marathi side,
Correct.
from Indian language side. Similarly, you would not know how Mammootty would sound. Down south, everybody would know. Mammootty is a huge star.
Correct.
Rajnikant is a huge star.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about those people who are in UP, Bihar? When they watch these movies, okay, they would only figure whether that voice suits the character or not. So this is how the differentiation is done. Emotions are never to be forgotten. Your flat voice is actually very difficult task to maintain. But as far as all these dubbings and animation recordings are concerned, you need to understand the emotions. For understanding the emotions, you have to understand the meaning of a word.
Correct.
Which is we call script reading, which is very important. Without which you will not be in a position to do justice to any of the characters.
So talking about scripts, I wanted to understand which is the toughest emotion to enact on a mic. I mean, how can you make your smile heard?
Oh, you are putting a dubbing artist into a very difficult situation. हिंदी में हमें कहा जाता है हम हैं लकीर के फ़कीर. जो स्क्रिप्ट में लिखा गया है वही हमें बोलना है. अब स्माइल लिखी नहीं होती है स्क्रिप्ट में.
करेक्ट. या इसीलिए ये सवाल है कि
तो स्माइल लिखी नहीं होती है, लेकिन स्माइल उस कैरेक्टर के चेहरे पे लिखी होती है.
हाँ.
So what you have to do is you have to follow the emotions of that character. The best thing what you do when you dub these characters, either it is in animation or in the live films.
Correct.
Either it is multilingual or the master film. In this, you have to feel the character. And here, you do not get so much of an scope or a liberty or a privilege to get into that character for a long period. You know, you have to train yourself to do a switch on, switch off technique. Getting into the character, getting out of the character. The faster you can start feeling that character, you will be in a position to produce the sound of that smile also. Every genuine expression is a tough expression. You cannot categorize saying that only laughter is a difficult task, or uh, crying is a difficult task. No, there could be even uh, an expression of sarcasm, expression of surprise, expression of startling. Even that could challenge you. It all depends how you feel the character, how fast you feel the character. You can express it rightly. I would again categorize this. If at all I am talking about giving a happy expression, which would involve some kind of an laughter or a smile, becomes much more easier when it is backed up by a visual
Correct.
on the screen.
Yeah.
Because automatically, even making a ear to ear smile, which is very clearly seen on the screen, you can understand he is smiling. Even if you don't hear the sound,
Correct. Yeah.
you can understand. But it becomes very difficult when you're talking about radio.
Radio. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in radio, what happens is, as far as the visual is concerned, since radio lacks that advantage, you have to be one notch louder
Okay.
in radio, because you have to make people visualize a situation only through audio, which is a tougher task.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely.
Why voicing is a tough job, though sounds very, very simpler, is because you have to express everything through your voice.
It seems like a difficult job. So, moving on to the next one is that how does one get into this field? I mean, are there any courses to be done or any studies? Like, how does one enter this field?
Okay. Um, First of all, I feel I have a slogan. The slogan says, "Voice is personality." The way you talk, the way you take pauses, the way you utilize your body language, the way you use words, okay, to form a sentence, the kind of a sequence of words that you would utilize, okay, would actually show your personality. Now, if at all you are very, very confident in utilizing your own voice in showing your personality and tackling every situation, you are an accomplished actor. But everybody doesn't know that. To understand that, if you know how to utilize your voice, and if at all you are eyeing at this industry as a career, you have to understand the technicalities of recording, which would involve how you would support your body language even while giving only voice, how you would face a mic. Every voice is a good voice. You have to understand how to use it.
So, which is the toughest voice you have given so far? I mean, the most challenging role you have done?
There have been a lot of such voices, in fact. I have dubbed a series called Game of Thrones, which is a very famous series. I used to dub for Lord Baelish,
Okay.
who's supposed to be having a lot of shades.
What do you mean by shades?
If at all Lord Baelish is talking and he has got certain set of dialogues, like in one go, if at all he's speaking some 6 to 8 sentences, all the sentences, that is, the dialogues, are written by the writer with some kind of an concept, some kind of an idea about that story. Now, Lord Baelish has been picturized as a negative character. But in negativity also, all these negative characters also have to act positive according to the audience. Because according to him, he is always positive. He is positive for his gains. But if at all he wants to make those gains by ill doing something to somebody, then he becomes a negative character. So he has to enact, oh my God, how nice looking. May I just have a look at that, please? A sentence said in a very sweet voice, but actually having an undercurrent because he wants to kill that character. So he would have to have that kind of a shade coming into his voice. So this is what I'm saying. I would not like to have that kind of an attitude from you. Understand one thing, you're talking to Lord Bellish. Kindly take your seat. He goes into a different kind of an trance, a situation where he wants to, throw his weight around because he's Lord Bellish. But while delivering a sweet dialogue, he wants to, act that way. Here he would want to, show his position. Now, all these things can happen in one go. And that is what I'm saying is a challenging thing.
So you have to keep the character's theme consistent.
Exactly.
Throughout.
So instead of following a voice, follow the character. I would not say I had too much of a difficulty in portraying any character. My theatrical background helped me a lot.
And which was the character you enjoyed the most?
There was a series of Bal Pandav. In that Bal Pandav, I did Shakuni.
Okay.
That Shakuni was also a character which was funny, having a different tone of his voice, And again, Shakuni is known to everybody with his intention. So that was very fun. Instead of, I would say, challenging, it was more fun to do it. And on the similar grounds, there was Bal Hanuman.
Okay.
Where I was playing a character of जादूगर को क्या बोलते हो आप लोग? Magician. But a wrong magician. So I would say with this, you can say that I have listed out 3 characters which I enjoyed, and surprisingly, all 3 characters are having a lot of negative shades. So I would say there is a positivity and negativity in every character, but then every negative character gets a chance to act funny and positive, whereas the positive characters always go with only positive attitude.
Correct.
So there are lesser challenges in doing positive characters and more challenges in doing the negative character as far as the live characters go. As far as the animated characters are going, I would say Mickey Mouse was quite a challenging thing. And I did Kans for a series of Krishna and Sudama kind of in series was happening. So I did Kans in that. So that was also quite challenging because it had a very roaring voice required. I talk about Shakuni would be having a very squeaky voice, but Shakuni would be talking in a very grand voice. So that kind of a range, if at all you have it, you enjoy a lot of characters.
That's interesting. So talking about doing different characters, the next question is, at least in a traditional industry, there are steps or there's a career roadmap, right? What exactly is the roadmap or a career path one can look up to when they get into this field? Does it have stages, or it's just plain based on your talent or how good your network is?
Yeah. Last 2 words are pretty important. Networking, yes. What is networking? Networking is making yourself available to people in a very nice way. Not making a lot of enemies on the path is networking. Number 2, I'm taking a reverse hierarchy as you have listed out all these options. Easier to understand. Talent, yes. Without talent, you are actually not going to be having a go anywhere in the world.
Correct.
Be it any industry. As far as only voicing is concerned, I can tell you how talent is going to help you. Talent is going to help you in 2 ways. One, if at all you are very confident and you are capable of twisting your voice, which we call it as a modulation of voice, in any which way you want it, which would say that you can mimic any artist you have a better options.
Okay.
Okay. If somebody comes in and he can speak exactly like Farhan Akhtar and Javed Akhtar, and then you have a radio show or a radio skit, or maybe somebody does Saif Ali Khan, or maybe does somebody does Akshay Kumar, or anybody something like that, you have a better prospect, because then there are at least in the ad industry, television commercial industry, as well as radio advertisement industry is concerned, these voices would have a better scope. Number one. Number two, you having a really good set of voice, which would be very, very expressive. Okay. You have a better scope. Thirdly, if at all you are multilinguistic talented, a man speaking multiple languages would have more number of swords with him when he goes for a battle.
Yeah.
તમારે ગુજરાતીમાં વાત કરવી છે કે મરાઠી જ બોલાય છે કે રાષ્ટ્રભાષામાં વાત કરવી है, if at all you need to speak in English, if you can dabble in lot many languages, you have a wider scope. This is just as a voice artist. On the job, there are some kind of an variations, changes required, is understood by another breed of talented people called dubbing directors. Okay? Now, dubbing directors would see राइटर ने ये डायलॉग इतना लिख दिया है, लेकिन यहाँ बैठता है कि नहीं बैठता है, मतलब निकल के आता है या नहीं आता है,
कैरेक्टर एस्टेब्लिश होता है या
नहीं होता है, डबिंग आर्टिस्ट जो बैठा हुआ है माइक पे, क्या वो सही भाषा बोल रहा है, प्रोनाउंसिएशंस उसके सही है या नहीं, कहीं कुछ चूक तो नहीं हो रही है, ये राइटर नहीं देखेगा क्योंकि वो घर में बैठ के लिख के भेज देता है.
करेक्ट.
डबिंग डायरेक्टर का डबल काम होता है. वो देखेगा कि सही डायलॉग डिलीवर हुए कि नहीं हुए. अगर वहां पे कम ज्यादा करने की जरूरत पड़ती है तो ही हैज टू बी और शी हैज टू बी नॉलेजेबल एज अ डबिंग डायरेक्टर टू मेक ऑन साइट चेंजेस.
करेक्ट.
सो इट इज अ टफर जॉब. It is a neglected breed, but extremely tough job. People would say it's a thankless job, but very talented people can survive there. And only when pictures like Bahubali, when you see why people or those producers have spent huge amount of money even getting it dubbed in Hindi, is because they were very careful. There was a dubbing director who was dedicated for this job. If at all you see Bahubali in Hindi, you would not find as if it is an adopted dialogue. Voice, character, dialogue, everything flows, gels very nicely. Yes. So it's a very technical, very important job. Then if at all you talk about a studio, without studio this cannot be happening. You have to be in the studio where the recording is happening. Okay. So you have a recordist there. Who would record your voice. He will understand the tonality, throw of your voice, pitch of your voice. He would adjust his buttons, his levers according to your voice, according to the requirement of the character. And he will finally record your voice. There are other angles to it, which I am not getting into it, because then it will become a very lengthy lecture only on the recording part.
Yeah. So just one small bit here. Before we started our interview, we were discussing about language and language specialist. So how does a language specialist fit into this set of things?
See, every language has their own slangs. In English, if I say no sweat, how would you translate that in Hindi? While language expert's job is very important, comes here. No sweat is a slang from American culture. If no sweat is to be translated with the correct meaning, the essence of that into Hindi, the correct word for that is bindhast. So every language has got their own slangs. Understanding the slangs and adopting them in the other language with the suitable slang is the job of a language expert. जैसे मुहावरे होते हैं, हर भाषा के अपने अपने मुहावरे होते हैं. अब एक भाषा का मुहावरा हम वर्ड टू वर्ड ट्रांसलेट करके दूसरी भाषा का मुहावरा नहीं बना सकते. You have to understand those proverbs, you have to understand that slang. Only then you will be in a position to adopt that. But you have to be language expert for minimum 2 languages if at all you are going to be a translator. You cannot say that I am language expert for one language and I don't know anything about that. How would you pick up the original language and put it into a new language? So it's a very tough job.
Mm-hmm. I'm slightly drifting away here, but I wanted to understand if someone wants to become a voicing artist or a dubbing artist or a language specialist, how he or she can identify or realize that they can get into this field or realize they have passion for this uh, profession.
See, basically, what is happening, there has been a lot of traditional things which are being followed here in India. I would say, unfortunately, and that is, बाप बेटे को कहता है बेटा तेरे को डॉक्टर बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना है, वकील बनना है, और बच्चा समझता है कि यही मेरा पैशन है. अब इसके 2 कारण हैं. उसका कारण एक ऐसा है कि बाप खुद नहीं जानता कि अगली कोई स्ट्रीम, अगली कोई इस तरह की लाइन अवेलेबल है इंडस्ट्री में. वो खुद नहीं जानता. If at all you go to any career counselor, have you been to any career counselor ever?
Not really.
Okay, I'll tell you. Now, if at all you go to any career counselor, he or she would never tell you voicing as one of the career options. But if at all you have a passion for acting, you are a good looking personality, he or she would always give you an option saying that you could always try modeling. Modeling has got so much of money into it. Monetary benefits are huge with modeling. With modeling, you can get into advertisements and then the
Serials or whatever.
serials and films and everything and a lot of things. Why they are not talking about voicing as a career? Because they have no idea about voicing career. They don't know what voicing is. To tell you very frankly, voicing is an industry which is a part and parcel of everybody, and least is known by people.
Yeah, that's so.
Whether you like it or not, you make a wrong phone call, there is a lady who would come and tell you that आपने डायल किया हुआ नंबर कृपया जांच ले.
Yeah.
It's a voicing industry. आज की घड़ी में ऐसा है कि वॉइसिंग इंडस्ट्री के बारे में अवेयरनेस बहुत कम है इंडस्ट्री में. लोग वॉइसिंग किस चिड़िया का नाम है जानते ही नहीं है. पता ही नहीं है उनको. जब तक कि आपके सामने रखी नहीं जाए तब तक आपकी उसमें रुचि है या नहीं, या आगे चल के उसको आप बखूबी निभा सकते हो या नहीं, ये पता ही नहीं चल सकता. तो कोई अगर इसमें पैशन लेता है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा पैशनेट होता है नहीं होता है, इससे पहले हमको सोचना ये चाहिए कि इंडस्ट्री को या आवाम को, आम जनता को वॉइसिंग नाम की भी एक इंडस्ट्री है, ये कैसे पता चले.
उसकी अवेयरनेस बढ़ानी होगी.
इसके लिए अगर आपका चैनल कुछ कर सकता है तो वो करें, लोगों को पता चले. वरना जब हम बाहर निकलते हैं तो लोग कहते कि अच्छा वो जाके तो बड़बड़ करने वाला ना, वही ना, वो जो वो माइक पे रहता है वो बड़बड़ करने का, वही करते हो ना. तो पीपल डोंट हैव सो मच ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट फॉर दिस इंडस्ट्री, अनफॉर्चुनेटली. भैया ये काम ऐसा क्या करता है जो जिसकी जानकारी हमको नहीं है, ना स्कूल में कभी सिखाया गया, ना कॉलेज में किसी की जानकारी दी गई है. लेकिन ये बंदा, ये बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे हैं, लंबी चौड़ी इंपोर्टेड शोफर ड्रिवन गाड़ी में अपने स्टूडियोज जाते हैं. करते क्या है? अब ये कहने पीछे का मकसद ये है कि इस इंडस्ट्री में अगर कोई करियर करना चाहता है तो पैसा भी अच्छा खासा है, वरना वो ड्राइवर, वो गाड़ी ये अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाएगा. तो इसका पोटेंशियल बताने के लिए मैंने एक एग्जांपल ले लिया, लेकिन ये जीता जागता एग्जांपल है. अब वॉइसिंग के बारे में अगर अलग अलग पहलू बताने की अगर कोई चेष्टा होती है तो धीरे धीरे लोगों को पता चलेगा कि ये वॉइसिंग इंडस्ट्री ऐसी है. मेरे पूरी सोसाइटी में एक भी वॉइसिंग आर्टिस्ट नहीं है, लेकिन मजे की बात ऐसी है कि इस पूरे घोड़बंदर रोड पे या जहां मैं रहता हूं, यहाँ पे कम से कम 1 दर्जन वॉइसिंग आर्टिस्ट रहते हैं, वो भी नामचीन. अगर आप बाहुबली जैसी बहुत बड़ी फिल्म की बात करते हो तो उसके अंदर एक बहुत बड़ा किरदार निभाने वाली जो एक मोहतरमा है वो यहाँ से 5 मिनट की डिस्टेंस पे रहती है, लेकिन अगर वो बिल्डिंग से नीचे उतरेगी, अपने गाड़ी में बैठ के निकल जाएगी, तो उस बिल्डिंग का कोई नहीं जानेगा कि ये इतनी बड़ी आर्टिस्ट है।
uh, so I'd seen one documentary some time back which was on voicing industry. In there, a lot of artists claimed to be this profession as an egoless profession, right? Because a lot of performing artists who come to this field, they either want to express their talent or reach out to more people, address more people. But in this field, especially in the voicing and the dubbing industry, you are always off stage. You are either behind the mic or behind the camera. So I wanted to know what is the satisfaction which you get by doing dubbing.
मैं कहूँगा जितने वॉइस आर्टिस्ट हैं, बेसिकली दे आर आर्टिस्ट, they are using voice as a medium to express their skills.
Correct.
ठीक है। अब ये दुर्भाग्य है कि हम लोग सिर्फ अपनी आवाज से जाने जाएंगे, हमारे चेहरे लोगों को नहीं पता चलेंगे, लेकिन अब ये इंडस्ट्री ही ऐसी है। 40 साल पहले अगर कोई म्यूजिशियन अपना म्यूजिक देता था तो उसके पास में 40 से 60 म्यूजिशियंस हुआ करते थे, उस बड़े रूम में बैठा करते थे। वायोलिन अगर प्ले हो रही है, बज रही है, तो 12 वायोलिन प्लेयर हुआ करते थे, सारे के सारे नामचीन थे, लेकिन हमको 40 लोगों के नाम नहीं पता थे। लेकिन उन 40 लोगों की वजह से वो म्यूजिक इतना उभर के आता था कि लोग बड़े खुश होते। वॉइसिंग आर्टिस्ट का मेरे ख्याल से यही स्थान है कि वो आप तक पहुंचते हैं अपनी आवाज के जरिए। ठीक है। अब यहां पे अगर आप मेरी बात कर लो, अगर मैं दिन में 3 या 5 अलग अलग किरदार निभाता हूं अपने आवाज के जरिए, तो चूंकि मैं बेसिकली एक एक्टर हूं या आर्टिस्ट हूं और अब मैं अपनी आवाज का इस्तेमाल अपने एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए करता हूं, तो आई एंजॉय डूइंग 5 कैरेक्टर्स इन अ डे, which gives me immense satisfaction, makes me happy that in the morning I was a teacher, in the afternoon I was a police inspector, in the evening I was a driver, and in the night I was a chore. Convincingly I'm voicing for all these 4 or 5 characters. I'm enjoying.
Very nice.
And I'm being paid for that. Where do you get that? So that is my high. मैं दिन में 5 किरदार निभाता हूं। मेरा एक प्रवचन चलता है पिछले 9 सालों से, डबिंग फॉर समबडी, द गाय हु स्पीक्स इन स्पैनिश, आई लिप सिंक हिम एंड आई डू इट इन हिंदी. इट हैज बीन हैपनिंग फॉर लास्ट 9 years. झी टीव्ही सकाळी 6 वाजता, मॉर्निंग 6 o'clock झी टीव्ही, 6:30 एपिक is the show is called the Faith Show. No, it's a pravachan. I am trying to tell them the value of life. I am trying to tell them which good values they should follow in their life. I am trying to help them, and I am being paid for that.
Yeah, that's quite a big high. So Sandeep, just to conclude our conversation, I had one last question. Is that you are now channel voice for ZTV, have also been a channel voice for IBN Lokmat. Can you quickly tell us what is a channel voice and what are the responsibilities of being a channel voice?
When we were very young and used to go for watching movies in the theater, either initially or in the interval, they used to show some 2 or 3 trailers of forthcoming movies. And we all used to get a lot of excitement watching those trailers. The trailers used to last for something like 45 seconds or for a minute. But then we used to make stories out of that. We used to feel that the movie should be very, very exciting. Movie should be good. So this kind of an excitement is created by those trailers.
Okay.
Channel voice, when I am going to a channel, I'm supposed to be voicing for the promos of the new shows or new episodes coming on the same channel. Visually, they are editing and creating
The story.
a trailer for a forthcoming episode or a series or a show,
Yeah.
and I am supposed to be enhancing that excitement through my voice. It's an audio visual medium. You would not enjoy that promo if at all you mute the show. You would want to have a backup voice to support that.
Correct.
So my job is to enhance these promos, create that kind of a buzz in the audience so that people would come back to the same channel, watch it, the TRP increases for the channel, and that's why these people have retained me.
We would really like to hear a couple of promos which you did on Colors Marathi.
ऋण प्रस्तुत कोण होईल मराठी करोडपती 19 डिसेंबर रात्री 9 वाजता कलर्स मराठीवर. गणपती बाप्पा मोरया सोमवार ते शनिवार रात्री 8:30 वाजता कलर्स मराठीवर. आज उद्या आणि संध्याकाळी पहा कॉमेडीची बुलेट ट्रेन फक्त कलर्स मराठीवर. ठीक.
Thank you. That was really great. Sandeep, anything you would like to tell our Audio Gyan listeners?
I have a very strong feeling. I have a strong concept. I have a strong belief. I have a strong faith that out of the 5 senses that you have, okay, touch, sight, hearing, voice is one sense which can actually open the doors for your future. That is one thing which can help you enhance your life. That is one sense which can take you places. By listening good, you cannot, go to such places. By looking good, seeing good, or somebody coming and touching you good, is not really going to enhance your life. But if at all you're talking good, it can take you places. You haven't gone and asked Dhirubhai Ambani or Mukesh Ambani as to what their qualification is. It was their talking skill with their set of clients or suppliers that made them so big. You would say, okay, fine, they probably took those kind of decisions. But to support those decisions, माल बेचना है तो किसको बेचे, माल खरीदना है अच्छे दाम में तो कैसे नेगोशिएट करे. मेरे ख्याल से आपके नॉलेज के साथ साथ में आपको अगर अपनी आवाज को इस्तेमाल करने का सही नॉलेज हो तो आप किसी भी क्षेत्र में बहुत ऊंचे पायदान तक पहुंच सकते हो. You can go to any height if at all you know how to utilize your voice. Chala? Sampla?
That's it from today's Gyan session. Thanks, Sandeep, for giving us your time. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more Audio Gyan next week. Till then, bye.